What's up, party people? It's your boy Lionel Harris, in case you didn't know. I'm in St. Louis, and I'm supposed to be on my way to a comedy festival. It's St. George, Utah. It's about 90 minutes outside of Las Vegas. And supposed to be making people laugh, but it's pretty sad out here right now. As you can see, COVID is just destroying people's livelihood. Look how they walking, man. They walking through the airport with so much lackluster. You know what I mean? I remember a day when the McAllisters wanted to catch a flight. They ran through the airport like track stars, like Carl Lewis and them. And now you just got people in pajama pants and flip-flops. Don't even care if they live or die. It's wild out here, baby. Anyway, I'm gonna try to document this trip best I can. This is like my third flight for the day. I've been to Baltimore, and I've been here. And my next flight will be to Las Vegas. I'm here in St. George, Utah, at the Electric City Comedy Festival. And I flew in to Vegas on Sunday and drove here. It's about a 90-minute drive from there to here. First night, my first show was on Monday night. It was for Laugh After Dark. I know you're familiar with them. Check them out. They're a live show in Vegas. They had a night at the Electric Comedy Festival. The show, I know it's normally a dope show. The crowd that night was like a bachelorette party or something.
Do I have your permission? And I'm gonna need you to be quiet then. I'm gonna need you to settle down so I can tell these jokes.
They weren't like regular drunk. They was like large. You know what I'm saying? It was like large, not medium. I would definitely say large. You know, like big gulp size drunk.
The pandemic changed everything, right? Right? I realized one of the main things that changed is parenting, right? For me, I learned that if you black, it's not a lot of y'all. But hypothetically, if you were black, okay, you can't give your daughter a white girl name. No. Nah, don't turn on me, white people. Let me explain. Okay?
Every time I told a joke, they would scream. It's the weirdest thing that's ever happened to me. I'd be like, knock, knock, and then they'd be like, who's there? And I'd be like, your mama. Ah!
The problem is that only works for sons. If you give your son a white name, he'll get a job. You give your daughter a white name and she'll start twerking, okay? I'll tell you why.
That's what they did my entire set. They just kept screaming, ah! I was like, I don't know what that means. I don't know. I mean, is it heckling? Are they fans? Are they enemies? Didn't really know how to wager it. I mean, there were some laughs in there, but they were drowned out by the ah! So that's what was happening Monday night. Tuesday, I went down to Vegas just to find some mics or something. I didn't have any shows in the festival. Performed at a place called 18 Bend. It's across the street from a place called Artifice. They both do shows there. I was able to get on the 18 Bend. Had a good set there. People there, the audience wasn't great there either. But I don't know, I just in the middle of my act, I was like, are y'all listening or what? And then they just started listening. It was the strangest thing that ever happened to me. Just like that. Ah! I just asked them, were they listening? And they was like, yeah, we listening. And then I had a good set. Tonight, I'm doing shows at a place called Station 2. And it's here in the Comedy Festival. So I'm hoping that goes well. And then tomorrow's supposed to be Best of the Fest. And then I go back home. It's New Year's Eve. I don't really want to travel on New Year's Eve. It's New Year's Eve, 2021. About to be 2022 in a couple of hours. The rest of the shows went very well. I had good sets. in Las Vegas and in St. George, Utah, the Electric Comedy Festival. It felt good. I did a different set every time that I stepped up on stage, and which made me realize that I was well over my 45-minute mark. That if I can get longer sets, get booked for longer sets, that I can be ready to headline. The opportunity presents itself, which was cool. I got getting up as much as I got to. Helped me to work on stuff like I wanted to. I've been itching to work on stuff like this. I haven't been able to do that. The next night, I was back at the festival. I was at a place called Station 2. It's a brewery, Zion Brewery. Anyway, my set went very well that night. I got a bunch of white people to raise their fists in the air and protest.
How am I supposed to keep the dream alive if I keep waking up? Stay asleep, my brother. Throw your fists in the air and say, stay asleep, stay asleep. That's the way we protest in 2021, stay asleep.
I don't know if I'm gonna show you the tape because it's a terrible angle, it's an up angle. So I'm looking like my New Year's resolution need to be sit-ups. So in the last night, it was very good. I had a good set too. Talked about why I quit social media, and why you probably only seeing this on YouTube or my website and not Facebook or IG or something, Twitter. If you do, it's because somebody else posted it, because I ain't up there. But Google my video, How Racism Helped Me. That'll explain it in detail. And my flight is delayed, so I'm hoping I'm gonna make it home, and I don't actually have to spend New Year's in an airport. I would like the clock to strike 12 after I'm home with my family. So, prayers up that I can do that. And this was just a dope opportunity. I feel like my career is making a turn. I got the Dry Bar special coming out, the independent film, the commercial. Got some bookings from this festival, so it's looking like if Corona ever, don't get any worse, that I might actually be a working comedian again. So, and taking it to the next level. So, if you're watching this, thank you. Appreciate everybody who appreciates what I do. Sincere thanks to you. And I hope this new year brings you good things. God bless. Peace.